In this video, I'm going to discuss some highlights of Blackboard course as I have laid out for PMBA 5010. Now the tabs are listed here. Of these, the first two are the most important ones. All other resources can be accessed from the links I have provided in these two. I have provided these other tabs just in case you want to go directly to any one of those tabs, but that's not necessary. So you start with the To Do This Week tab every time you access Blackboard course. The very first time you log into the course, this is what you'll see. Start here. So you have to click Start here, and then I have several tasks listed here and you have to complete all of them. The first folder has few videos that I have prepared for the class, introductory orientation type videos. You have to watch them. And then the second task is the syllabus. So if you click that, it will take you to the syllabus page, and I have the syllabus right here, and then I have instructions for face-to-face video conference type of office hours. So you take a look at this, how to access video conferencing. And then here is a statement about time commitment, how much time will be needed for this course, and I'll talk about more about that in just a little bit. And then some help links for My Stat Lab. This is not My OM Lab, this is My Stat Lab. And then there is a small test which is called Honor Code Acknowledgement. This link will be available only after the semester starts. So you have to visit this link after the semester begins, and there are 3 bubbles that you have to check. There are 2 questions. The first question is about the Honor Code pledge, and you have to check that you have read the Honor Code, and here is the link to review the Honor Code, and then you have to check that I agree. So you have to check both of them for the first question. The second question is about syllabus. Now the first option is the course syllabus is not available. Of course that's not true, because it is available right here. So you need to review the syllabus, and then you have to select the second bubble. The course syllabus is available, I have reviewed it, and I understand it. So 3 bubbles you have to check. This one, and this one. Now the fourth task is Excel review, and if you click that, this will take you to, there are 3 videos, and then a Excel tutorial, a set of macros in Excel that has lots of different topics, and you can pick and choose the topic that you want. So you need to review all of them, and once you have reviewed, so you have to go back to the original folder, and here you have to check this folder as reviewed. So for that you have to click this and make it checked, and the comment should be reviewed. If you don't do this, then none of the contents in the To Do This Week tab will appear. So you have to make sure that this is done. Okay, so then you see the contents of the first of the 7 weeks of the semester will show up. Now if you don't check this, if you leave it as this, it is not checked, and it says mark reviewed. Mark reviewed means asking you to mark it as reviewed. And if you leave it like that without checking it, this is what you will see. You will see just the first tab, nothing else will be visible to you. Okay, that's task number 4. And task number 5 is understanding and acknowledging the time commitment. And then I'll come to that in just a second. Task 6 is to introduce yourself to the class. So click that, and that will take you to a discussion board page, and you click this and then make a post about yourself. Now let's look at the tabs in a little more detail. So when you access the course, this is the page you will that will open, the To Do This Week tab, and here you will see that there are 7 folders, week 1 through 7, and each week has a summary table that gives you the assessments that are due and the platform in which the assessment needs to be completed, whether it is a My Stat Lab assessment or is it a homework that needs to be uploaded in Blackboard. And it gives you the due date. The due date is typically 11:59 p.m. on the day it is due. So the due date is also given right here. So if you click any given week, you will see two folders. One is classwork and the other is assessments. You need to do the classwork first. Click the classwork and it lists you the tasks that you have to complete for that week. So each is a link to the chapter lessons. So if you click, like for example this one, it will take you to the lesson, and then the objectives, the summary of that lesson, of that chapter, and then you'll see different sections of the lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, and so on. Lesson 4. Some lessons have more than one video and some have just one video. Now each chapter, so you will have a PowerPoint file and a formulas document, Word document. Okay, I would suggest that you download this formulas document and print it and keep it in front of you. And then you will see a shell file. So the shell file is a template kind of file with all the work blank. So you need to follow the tutorials that I have in some of these lessons and complete the problem shell file. So that's the classwork kind of thing. So you understand the concepts. So the lessons are laid out like I discuss concepts and then I demonstrate problems in Excel, and then go back and discuss concepts of the next topic and then demonstrate problem solving in Excel, and so on. And so Excel work and concept discussion are interwoven. So you need to download the Excel shell file to complete the class problem work, and it's very important because homework assignments are very similar to these class problems. So you need to be able to you need to complete the class problems first in order to be able to do the homework successfully. Now once you have completed all the class work, then you go to the assessments. Assessments will typically be, so there are two kinds of assessments: chapter tests. So if I cover more than one chapter in a given week, then you will have more than one chapter test. And each week there will be one homework. So here if you click this link, that will take you to the homework page. Then there is always going to be a shell file, and you download the shell file. I have instructions as to how to download and how to personalize your shell file. So there is a timestamp and your marks ID stamp that you have to make sure that it is personalized for you, and I have a video about that, and you can watch that. You download that and you complete your work, and after completing you have to come back to this page and then upload your completed homework file. So you need to browse your computer, select attach your file. So attaching the file is not sufficient. You have to attach the file and then you have to submit. If you simply attach the file and forget to submit, I will not have access to your file and you won't get a grade. And if you do it later, then your homework assignment will be considered late. So you need to make sure that you not only attach the file, but you also submit the file. So here are some general instructions for the homework. So here is how to download and open Excel homework shell file. You need to watch this video, and there is some general instructions for preparing your homework file. So take a look at that. So make sure that you follow the instructions. Not following the instructions will result in heavy points being deducted. So that's you complete your chapter tests and your homework. So that's the gist of what you have to do. So this is the one tab where you can access everything in this class. If you want to go to a particular chapter lesson while you're doing your homework or something, then you can go to chapter lessons directly and select whichever chapter you want and go to a particular lesson or video. Now if you want to visit your MyStat Lab directly, and you can do that from here. You can choose any one of these links. Now, if you want to look at the homework directly without going through the to do this week, then again you can click this homework link and you'll see all the homeworks laid out. And again, if you want to go to the chapter test directly, there's only one link for this, and you click this and it will give you all the chapter tests in MyStat Lab, and then you can select the particular test that you want to work on. So here is the syllabus information, and then about myself, and the office hours. And again, I'll be using, for the online part of the office hours, I'll be using Zoom, from the UTC sponsored Zoom for video conferencing type of office hours. So the textbook information is here, which is MyStat Lab textbook. There are two options, and read through the two options. Then discussion boards are here, where this is your general discussion, and anything about chapter concepts, you post your questions here in this discussion board. Okay. And there are some additional resources that are available. I have given links for all of those here.